A Treatise on the Religious Affections, Part 1, concerning the nature of the affections and their importance in religion. 1 Peter 1 verse 8, Whom, having not seen, ye love, in whom, though now ye see him not yet, believing ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory. In these words, the Apostle represents the state of the minds of the Christians he wrote to, under the persecutions they were then the subjects of. These persecutions are what he has respect to, in the two preceding verses when he speaks of the trial of their faith, and of their being in heaviness through manifold temptations. Such trials are of a threefold benefit to true religion. Hereby the truth of it is manifested, and it appears to be indeed true religion. They, above all other things, have a tendency to distinguish between true religion and false, and to cause a difference between them evidently to appear. Hence, they are called by the name of trials. In the verse nextly preceding the text, and in innumerable other places, they try the faith and religion of professors of what sort it is, as apparent gold is tried in the fire, and manifested whether it be true gold or not. And the faith of true Christians, being thus tried and proved to be true, is found to praise and honor and glory, as in the preceding verse. And in these trials are further benefit to true religion. They not only manifest the truth of it, but they make its genuine beauty and amiableness remarkably to appear. True virtue never appears so lovely as when it is most oppressed. And the divine excellency of real Christianity is never exhibited with such advantage as when under the greatest trials, and it is that true faith appears much more precious than gold, and upon this account is found to praise and honor and glory. And again, another benefit that such trials are to true religion is that they purify and increase it. They not only manifest it to be true, but also tend to refine it and deliver it from those mixtures of that which is false, which encumber and impede it. That nothing may be left but that which is true, they tend to cause the amiableness of true religion to appear to the best advantage, as was before observed. And not only so, but they tend to increase its beauty by establishing and confirming it, and making it more lively and vigorous, and purifying it from those things that obscured its luster and glory. As gold that is tried in the fire is purged from its alloy, and all remainders of dross, and comes forth more solid and beautiful. So true faith, being tried as gold, is tried in the fire, becomes more precious, and thus also is found unto praise and honor and glory. The Apostle seems to have respect to each of these benefits that persecutions are of to true religion, in the verse preceding the text. And in the text, the Apostle observes how true religion operated in the Christians he wrote to under their persecutions, whereby these benefits of persecution appeared in them, or what manner of operation of true religion in them. It was whereby their religion under persecution was manifested to be true religion, and eminently appeared in the genuine beauty and amiableness of true religion, and also appeared to be increased and purified, and so is like to be found in the praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Jesus Christ. And there were two kinds of operation or exercise of true religion in them, under their sufferings, that the Apostle takes notice of in the text wherein these benefits appeared. Number 1, love to Christ, whom having not yet seen ye love. The world was ready to wonder what strange principle it was that influenced them to expose themselves to so great sufferings, to forsake the things that were seen and renounce all that was dear and pleasant, which was the object of sense. They seemed to the men of the world about them as though they were beside themselves, and to act as though they hated themselves. There was nothing in their view that could induce them thus to suffer, and support them under and carry them through such trials. But although there was nothing that was seen, nothing that the world saw, or that the Christians themselves ever saw with their bodily eyes, that thus influenced and supported them, yet they had a supernatural principle of love to something unseen. They loved Jesus Christ, for they saw him spiritually, whom the world saw not, and whom they themselves had never seen with bodily eyes. Number 2, joy in Christ. Though their outward sufferings were very grievous, Yet their inward spiritual joys were greater than their sufferings, and these supported them and enabled them to suffer with cheerfulness. There are two things which the apostle takes notice of in the text concerning this joy. Number one, the manner in which it rises, the way in which Christ, though unseen, is the foundation of it, namely by faith, which is the evidence of things not seen, in whom, though now you see him not yet, believing you rejoice. Number two, the nature of this joy, unspeakable and full of glory, unspeakable in the kind of it, very different from worldly joys and carnal delights, of a vastly more pure, sublime, and heavenly nature, being something supernatural and truly divine and so ineffably excellent, the sublimity and exquisite sweetness of which there were no words to set forth, unspeakable also in degree, it pleasing God to give them this holy joy with a liberal hand and in a large measure in their state of persecution. Their joy was full of glory, although the joy was unspeakable, and no words were sufficient to describe it. Yet something might be said of it, and no words more fit to represent its excellency than these, that it was full of glory, or, as it is in the original, glorified joy. In rejoicing with this joy, their minds were filled, as it were, with a glorious brightness, and their natures exalted and perfected. It was a most worthy, noble rejoicing that did not corrupt and debase a mind, as many carnal joys do, but did greatly beautify and dignify it. It was a prelibation of the joy of heaven that raised their minds to a degree of heavenly blessedness. It filled their minds with the light of God's glory and made themselves to shine with some communication of that glory. Hence, the proposition or doctrine that I would raise from these words is this. Doctrine. True religion in great part consists in holy affections. We see that the apostle, in observing and remarking the operations and exercises of religion in the Christians he wrote to, wherein their religion appeared to be true and of the right kind, when it had its greatest trial, of what sort it was, being tried by persecution as gold is tried in the fire, and when their religion not only proved true, but was most pure and cleansed from its dross and mixtures of that which was not true, and when religion appeared to them most in its genuine excellency and native beauty, and was found to praise and honor and glory, he singles out the religious affections of love and joy that were then in exercise in them. These are the exercises of religion he takes notice of, wherein their religion did thus appear true and pure, and in its proper glory. Here I would. Number 1, show what is intended by the affections. Number 2, observe some things which make it evident that a great part of true religion lies in the affections.